In this part of our video series, we will focus on special open access agreements with publishers. We will cover agreements with genuine open access publishers and so-called publish and read agreements. We, that's the open access team at TU Berlin located at the University Library. Please find contact details at the end of the presentation or in the video description below. Let's recall the two options to publish open access. You could either choose the Gold Road and publish under open access conditions, or you could publish rather traditionally under closed access conditions with the publisher, but self-archive your manuscript on an open access repository. With Gold Open Access, your article or book will be freely available via the publisher. Access to the peer-reviewed published version will be free immediately, online, worldwide, and free of cost. Usually content is published with an open or free license. That results in certain user rights to copy, share, and redistribute the content. Publishers nowadays often offer open access for single articles in subscription journals. That's called hybrid, since only some articles are open access, namely when the author paid a fee, while for the journal as a whole, additional subscription fees must be paid. Such business models are described as double-dipping, as they have a double impact on budgets of libraries and publishing institutions. For this reason, single articles in hybrid journals are not eligible for funding by the TU Publication Fund. Central funding is available, though, if a special open access agreement with the publisher is in place. With so-called publish and read or transformative agreements, we make sure to avoid double-dipping. Open access fees will then be financed centrally, and authors should not receive any invoice. TU Berlin has agreed special terms with both open access and rather traditional publishers. With these agreements, we have, among other things, negotiated discounts and agreed on central invoicing of the open access fees to the University Library. Contract periods are limited in time, of course. We evaluate these agreements regularly, and if conditions change and do not meet our funding criteria, we reserve the right not to extend the agreements. We keep our website up to date and kindly ask you to check it for a current list of open access agreements with certain publishers. For now, members of TU Berlin can profit from special terms with Copernicus, Frontiers, MDPE, and genuine open access journals by De Gruyter. And they can profit from special terms for Royal Society of Chemistry, RSC, SpringerNature, and Wiley. Please note that the agreements with RSC will probably not renewed from 2021. For genuine open access journals, we have agreed terms with 4 publishers. The workflow is slightly different for each. It should be sufficient to use your TU email address when submitting an article. But sometimes you need to submit your article from a TU IP address. A VPN connection comes in handy in that case. On our website, we provide information on the respective procedure for each publisher. The TU Berlin Open Access team has institutional logins with these publishers. We get notifications for new submissions and can confirm central invoicing if the funding criteria are met. So, without authors applying for funding separately, we will check whether the corresponding or submitting author is a member of TU Berlin, whether the journal is indexed in the Directory of Open Access Journals, DOAJ, and whether the upper cost limit is met. We would like to take the time to present the deal contracts with Wiley and SpringerNature in more detail. We usually call these kind of contracts publish and read agreements, since they cover terms for both reading access and options to publish open access. With Wiley, the German national deal has a duration until 2021, with the option to renew for 1 further year. If they are corresponding or submitting author, members of TU Berlin can publish open access at no further cost. And this applies both to Wiley's genuine open access journals and the open choice or hybrid journals. This open access option is limited to certain article types, namely research article and review article. Wiley provides workflow sheets for authors on its website. You find the link in the video description below, And if you have any questions, please use our Wiley DEAL email address to contact us. The publish and read agreement with SpringerNature is similar. It differs in some details though. The national deal has a duration until 2022, with the option to be extended throughout 2023. If they are corresponding or submitting author, members of TU Berlin can publish open access at no further cost. This applies to our genuine open access journals by Springer, Biomate Central and Nature. So it also includes Nature communications or scientific reports, for instance. And it applies to the open choice or hybrid journals by Springer. Nature or hybrid journals are not included though. This open access option is limited to certain article types, namely original and review papers, brief communications, editorial notes, book reviews, letters and reports. SpringerNature also provides workflow sheets for authors on its website. See the video description for links, and if you have any question, please use our SpringerDeal email address to contact us. We want to conclude with some recommendations for members of TU Berlin. Before submitting your manuscript, please check whether a special open access agreement is in place with the respective publisher. Sometimes you might have to follow special instructions for submission so that the publisher can correctly identify your TU affiliation. Furthermore, you could check whether your article is eligible for funding by the TU Berlin Publication Fund. When submitting a manuscript, please make sure to include your TU affiliation in your article and to use your TU email address. For the deal agreements with Wiley and SpringerNature, please select TU Berlin as your home institution. If you have multiple affiliation, you should select the institution where most of the research for this article was done. In some cases, you will be presented a choice regarding Creative Commons. The TU Berlin Open Access policy recommends the Open Access compliant license CC BY. If you are not familiar with Creative Commons licenses, check out our respective video tutorial or contact us. Thanks for watching. Please don't hesitate to email or call if you have any question on open access.